Hey everybody, I want to give a shout out to my channel members. Thank you to Galaxy Fan and Adam Ledwood for your support on the channel. Now let's get right into the video. With an all-out war now happening on Namek, will our Z-Fighters be able to defeat the two invading forces on the planet? Find out all of this and more on this episode of What If the Z-Movies Were Canon. Kami quickly tells Krillin to lower his ki so they don't get any wanted attention while they make their way to the first village. But they find out that this is too late, as they see two armored aliens land down in front of them, with the Z-Fighters landing down and being greeted by Metamacha and Angela. They ask the Z-Fighters if they are members of the Freiza force, as they notice Gohan's garb. Krillin tells them that they are not part of either of the armies, saying that they're actually here to kick them off the planet. Angela and Metamacha start to laugh at this and ask if that's true, go ahead and try to throw a punch at one of them. Krillin then dashes at Metamacha, with the Slug Minion not expecting his power being sent hurling through the sky. To go over the Slug Minion's power levels, we have Metamacha at a power level of 23,000 and Angela at a power level of 25,000. To see how that compares to our Z-Fighters, make sure to go check out the last episode. Angela tells Metamacha to pay more attention. There is no way these randoms are strong enough to take them out when he is sent flying as Gohan fires a Saturday crash at him. Metamacha then gets back up, creating several smaller duplications of himself, sending them towards Krillin. He is able to knock the first several of them away, but a handful of them attach themselves to Krillin's back and just won't let go. Metamacha, seeing this, starts to throw a flurry of punches at Krillin, with the monk not understanding why he's not able to keep up anymore. Kami, seeing this, goes to help him, firing a beam at Metamacha, giving him enough time to run over to Krillin and knock away the smaller Metamachas. He then starts to try to heal Krillin's injuries, but is interrupted by Metamacha firing back at the two of them. Gohan, though, is having a much easier time dealing with Angela. He is able to dodge his attacks and deal major damage to the Slug Minion. Angela then tries to extend his arms as they wrap around Gohan. Gohan, though, is able to use his tail and slap away his arms and then knock out Angela, much how his father did in the tournament against Garen. He then goes over to help both Kami and Krillin, which are still having trouble dealing with Metamacha and all of his metas. He flies over to them and is able to send Metamacha flying. Kami and Krillin catch their breath, with Earth's Guardian telling Gohan that it seems the smaller versions of Metamacha have the ability to drain life energy through touching, so make sure that he doesn't get any of them on himself. Metamacha gets back up, creating 4 new metas, sending them towards Gohan. Right before they reach him, though, Krillin and Kami launch beams, allowing Gohan to knock out Metamacha. The group then makes their way to the village now directed them towards. After the group lands down in the village, they notice the destruction. They look around to see if there's any villagers left that are not able to notice anyone until 2 smaller Namekians come out as they see Kami. They run to him before noticing that he isn't one of their clan. The Z-Fighters comfort the two of them, asking them what happened here. The 2 Namekians named Dende and Cargo retell what happened. They say that their village was attacked by armored men who were asking for the Dragon Balls. The elders and warrior Namekians try to defend them, but they were just not enough. Their elder Mori was able to take out their scouters and then was about to be killed, but another set of armored soldiers came and attacked the previous one. In the conflict, Mori was able to hide both Dende and Cargo, and then went to help the others, but never returned. They thought that maybe some warrior Namekians came to get them when they saw Kami, so they ran out. Kami tells them that he is sorry for their loss, but they are here to help. They tell the two of them that they will bring them to safety, leading them back to Elder Guru's house, where they drop off the two of them and make their way to the last Dragon Ball by itself. During this time, on the other side of the planet, we see a village being attacked by men in full body armor. They are not killing any of the villagers, only knocking them out and grouping them up. They lead each of the villagers to the ship, where they see a villager wake up screaming as a bright light fills the room. We then see Lord Slug laughing as he says he can feel his power finally coming back to him, saying that this so-called Emperor will not be able to defeat him once he has taken all the Namekians on this planet for himself. As he says, these 2 soldiers, one pink and large and the other one with green hair, land down, wiping out Lord Slug's soldiers. Lord Slug steps out of the ship and asks what the 2 of them are doing here. Zarbon and Dodoria tell him that they know that he has a Dragon Ball, and it is property of Lord Freiza. Lord Slug says that the Namekians are the owners and creators of the Dragon Balls, and currently he is the only Namekian here. Dodoria launches himself forward, trying to headbutt Lord Slug, but his head is caught by the evil Namekian. He then starts to crush Dodoria's head before throwing him through the side of the ship. Zarbon, confused by his strength, goes into his ugly form and fires a beam at Lord Slug. Lord Slug counterattacks this, unhinging his jaw and firing a mouth beam which envelops Zarbon's. He is sent through the opening that him and Dory came through just seconds before and tries to get back up. Lord Slug stomps his foot in Zarbon's arms, asking him how he was able to find him. Zarbon tells him that he can't tell. Lord Freiza would kill him if he would tell. Lord Slug says he won't have the opportunity to see his Emperor again if he doesn't tell him now. Zarbon pleads for a moment, telling him that the device on his face is how they did it, that it can sense power levels, and they can also even show him where Lord Freiza is. He is stopped though by Lord Slug firing a beam through Zarbon, thanking him for the help as he takes the device off Zarbon's face. He takes it back inside the ship where he gives it to one of his scientists, telling him to find a way on how to find the rest of the Dragon Balls before sitting back down. We see all of this unfold on a scouter on a screen where Lord Freiza is watching. He stands up yelling that no one is able to do their job and asks a subordinate close by how long until the Ginyu Force arrives. He tells Lord Freiza that they should be landing on the planet any minute now. The Emperor sits back down and he asks how many of the Dragon Balls have they been able to acquire so far. The soldier tells them that on the ship there are currently 5 of the second Dragon Balls, the one being in the hands of the Namekian and the other still unfound on the planet. Freiza says that the Ginyu Force should be enough to get the other 2, telling another soldier to fetch him another glass of wine. We rejoin the Z-Fighters as they head towards the last single Dragon Ball, almost making it to it before they see soldiers up ahead. They were able to see a large orange winged alien and a taller horned one talking. They say that they haven't gotten any updates on Angela and Metamacha in a while. Wings asks Zune if he thinks that they are taken out by another army on the planet. Zune says that there shouldn't be anyone strong enough before they are interrupted by Lord Slug telling them the scientists have found out how to use the scouter that they grabbed from Zarbon, and they know the location of the last Dragon Balls. Until they see 5 pods land down with soldiers stepping out. Ginyu yells out, "All together now," with the rest of the Ginyu Force striking their iconic pose. Lord Slug and his soldiers stand confused before Ginyu says that they are here to get the Dragon Balls from Lord Freiza. Lord Slug groans, saying that another one of you have come before sending Wings and Zune to deal with them. Wings flies towards the group before being sent in the opposite direction. Lord Slug is confused since he didn't see any of them move. Zune tries to fire a beam but is countered by Raccoon firing a mouth beam towards him. A full-on fight breaks out between Wings and Zune versus Raccoon and Goldo. Unknowingly, Goldo is using his Time Top ability to attack Wings and Glenzel. The Z-Fighters, seeing their chance, come up with a plan to sneak onto the ship and steal the remaining Dragon Ball in all the confusion. They slowly make their way back into the ship and inside. The fight between Lord Slug's minion and the Ginyu Force is still raging on, with Raccoon and Goldo having the upper hand before Lord Slug steps in and within the blink of an eye extends his hand, piercing it through Goldo. Fancy trick that one had there. Took me a second to see, but every time I saw Wings attack, he seemingly moved in insane speeds. So I decided to see how fast he really was. Seems like he wasn't as fast as me, says Lord Slug. Jason Berger yell out, "How dare you kill one of the members? How will they be able to strike their iconic poses now?" Ginyu says they'll just have to change the choreography before telling them to go attack the Namekian. Lord Slug says that he's been wanting to test out his power he has stolen anyway before joining in on the fight. Wings then joins Zune in the fight with the Raccoon, with Ginyu watching Lord Slug's every move, not joining in just yet. In the meantime, the Z-Fighters are able to sneak through the ship and take out any scientist or soldier before finding the Dragon Ball. They then make their way back the way they came out, getting further out before flying full speed back to Bulma. Wings and Zune are losing to Raccoon, with the big brute firing a beam through Zune, killing him. Wing tries to counterattack but then is stopped by Ginyu snapping his neck. Lord Slug on the other hand has easily dealt with Berger and Jace, with the 2 laying on the ground. Ginyu says that he must be real strong to be able to take out 3 of the Ginyu Force. He'd like to invite him to join if he wasn't already ordered by Lord Freiza to kill him. Ginyu and Lord Slug start their fight back and forth, with Raccoon joining in. Ginyu tells him to get out of the way as he prepares a beam. Lord Slug, seeing this, extends his arm, grabbing Raccoon, using him as a body shield. He hears Ginyu yell out, "Change now!" with a purple light shining through him. He then throws Raccoon to the ground, firing a beam, unknowingly killing Ginyu, and Cocoon, now in Ginny's body, tries to attack Lord Slug but is easily dealt with by the evil Namekian. Lord Slug pats off his clothes before going back inside his ship, seeing all of his soldiers and scientists knocked out. He runs to where they were keeping the Dragon Ball before seeing it was taken. He yells out that those idiots must have been a distraction this entire time. It seems like he'll be having to give this Emperor a visit after all, as he goes, grabs the scouter off the table, and flies off. And with that, that is where we'll be ending this part of What If the Z movies were canon. Let me know how y'all are feeling about the Namek War Arc so far down in the comments. And if you like this video, make sure to leave a like. Hope you're all having a great day, and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.